the inspiration for this idea comes from these mailboxes, these stickers you have on Dutch mailboxes. I guess they have these in many places, where you can order a sticker from the city that says either, yes, I'd like to receive advertisements, and yes, I'd like to also receive local newspapers. Or you can order another one saying, no, I don't want to receive advertisements, but yes, I do want to receive local newspapers. And if you order neither of those stickers, then you receive both advertisements and local newspapers.
Gotcha.
And this is in Holland. They're very environmentally aware. I mean, this sticker has been very common since the 80s on the mailboxes. So this is nothing new. And I've heard from several people that these also work in other countries. Now, in Holland, this works by law. Okay, so the advertising companies are by law are not allowed to place advertisements in your mailbox if the sticker says you don't want it. Additionally, there's advertising companies that only they are allowed to advertise. So if I have a business for myself, I cannot go and place ads in someone's mailbox. I have to go through these companies. So this is very well, arranged through legal means. So, and it works great. Now I've seen this sticker I've lived in Holland many years, and I've seen this sticker, and nobody likes junk mail. Okay, nobody likes junk mail in their email box, and nobody likes junk mail in their physical mailbox. And I thought, well, I'd like to have some kind of sticker like that in Israel. I receive a lot of junk mail. I come home every day and I have to sort through all the junk and figure out what I do want, what I don't want. And everybody that you tell this situation to says, yeah, it's horrible. Nobody likes junk mail. And I was thinking, how do I figure out a way to solve this problem? And I thought, well, if you're a politician, you can make a law that says, let's work like they do in Holland and get this sticker to everybody. Well, I'm not a politician, and neither do I want to be a politician, nor do I want to create any laws that restrict people from doing things. What I'd prefer to do is give incentive to people to do things a certain way that fit people's wishes. So I was, for many years, this is not a new idea, okay? I've had this in my mind for a long time, and I thought, well, how about incentive? I mean, at first there was the solution of figuring it out, a way to, let's not go through the non-relevant solution. I thought, well, with blockchain technology, what you can do easily is pay the advertisee to receive mail, to receive your advertisements. Okay, so in a way, I'm changing the paradigm. I'm changing the whole concept of how advertising works. Currently, it works by sort of forcibly sending you advertisements without really your permission, in a sort of, I would even say, disrespectful way. Okay, it's not a pleasant way for you to do it. Nobody likes it, and they still do it. How about get the advertisee in charge here? I'm an advertisee. I'm an advertisee. I have a mailbox in my house. It's a place for you to put things in it, but I'm in charge. So I've come up with this concept of I'd like to have an app that gets a list of all the advertisers in your local area. Say you can define it to say 2 kilometers around you, 10 kilometers around you, or whatever you want, similar to Tinder. Okay, I'll show you in a minute how and why. You get a list of whoever is in that area, and you go through the list and you go, oh, this is a supermarket near my house. It's relevant for me to receive ads from them. I'll tap that. And you go, okay, there's a restaurant nearby, and you see that restaurant in the list, and you tap that. And the next time this supermarket or this restaurant has something to advertise, let's say a coupon or a special deal on something, since you've added them to the list of allowed advertisers, they can send you a push notification with their new deal, and you can get a preview of that new deal. You do not see yet the deal, but if you are willing to accept that deal, and you're willing to accept the little bit of money that they're willing to pay you to watch that ad, you can tap the ad, you see the deal, and the money is transferred to you. Okay, so the way it's going to work technically is once the advertiser sends you an ad, he sends a little bit of money to an Ethereum contract that holds the money with a certain token requirement that is only displayed on the app once, on the user's app, once the ad is displayed. Okay, so once the user has viewed the app, he's going to receive a token that, I mean, this is going to be in the background, so user is not going to have to be copying, pasting or anything. But within the app is going to be like embedded some kind of token that, oh, somebody's calling me, let me hang that up. Okay, so the token is going to be able to be sent to the contract, allowing the money to be released to the advertisee. Okay, so in a way, you're going to be able to watch a list of ads potentially interesting for you, potentially not, with an amount of money near them, and you're going to go, hey, I'd like to spend 5 seconds on watching this for this amount of money. Sure, why not? Now, what's this going to do is hopefully it's going to get less junk in your mailbox. Okay, hopefully, since there is a new cool way to advertise locally and relevantly, and instead of sending you junk to your mailbox that is irrelevant, as the advertiser, you are spending money on this type of advertisements, you might as well be spending the money on other types of advertisements which might be more relevant for you. Now, this puts the advertisee in charge. You're the king now. Okay, from a situation, from a paradigm that you're somebody who's there to dump ads on, you're becoming the most important thing. Suddenly you are calling the shots. The nice thing about this, what this does on top of just simply randomly advertising to random people, is it's going to be able to allow the advertiser, since he is going to be paying money in this, he's going to have to spend time thinking, hey, who do I want to advertise to? Do I want to advertise to this neighborhood, or do I not want to advertise to this neighborhood? So the advertiser is going to have to spend more time thinking of how he's going to spend his money sending the ads, and the receiver will be getting quality ads since the advertiser has spent more time figuring out who his crowd, who his audience is. That's basically the concept. That's what I wish to do. I'd wish to have a more respectful a new means of advertising locally that will also help save the environment. Okay, so let's go to the expectations then. Okay, on top of everything that I've already said, what I'd really like to do is connect. You see, I like connecting things. Like I used to have a housemate that said, yeah, you want to connect your microwave to the computer and your car to the washing machine. I like connecting things that should not be connected, or there's no obvious way to connect them. I'd like to connect the mailbox with the electronic mailbox. I mean, there is email, but let's be honest, email is not mail. You know what I mean? It's a different type of system. So if this method works and it becomes popular advertising to people through these cool kind of local apps, I'm thinking, why not have some kind of sticker, a cool looking sticker that you either print yourself or you order from the app, and you stick that on your mailbox or maybe on your door, or maybe even you can buy these in the local stores. Or maybe even the advertiser leaves this one time in your mailbox saying, stick this sticker on your mailbox. And that means that you're willing to receive mail electronically, okay? Ads electronically or local mail electronically. So when somebody passes by and he sees that sticker, he knows, hey, there's a mailbox here with the username, let's say, in the app. And I'm not going to place my ad in your mailbox because I know you don't want that, because that's why you have the sticker. And I'm going to send you this ad electronically. Okay, so I've taken this another step. I'm saying, instead of just having two different methods of advertising, and hopefully one will be less relevant, I'm actually telling proactively to the advertiser, this is the method I'd like to do. Hopefully you'll also respect it, and hopefully we'll both gain from that. Okay, so sort of expectations, and the next step would be to bringing this to local local physical locations on your door, maybe even on your car or on your bicycle or in your child's backpack. Okay. Or even, let's say, I mean, this might not be as popular, but if you leave this on your car and the city warden comes and gives you a ticket, maybe it can immediately send you a message saying, hey, you've got a ticket. Okay. Not as pleasant, but that's also a way to, improve society. That's also a way to make things electronic. So that's really I'd like to see stickers on doors. Okay. And, I'd like to pass by, and you see, the nice thing about this is that since it is a local, advertising kind of method, then you can relatively easily print out a bunch of these stickers and leave them in your local neighborhood. Okay, so you can cover an entire neighborhood quite easily by simply spreading out these stickers that people are opting in to use. Whether that's me or whether that's a kind of an affiliate kind of system where people can join the system and somehow gain from that as well. That's expectations. Another more of the expectations is data analysis. Okay, so let's say a certain restaurant has sent a coupon to a certain person, and 3 weeks later they have a slow night, and they'd like to send more ads, or say call the guy over. Hey, listen, we have a happy hour until 9 o'clock. Why don't you come by? So suddenly, once somebody uses that system, there's data analysis that can be done for advertiser to even further improve their advertising targets. So that's another added value that comes out of having all this information. 5 weeks. What do I expect within 5 weeks? I'd like to have a fully working app, but I don't expect that. But I think if an Ethereum contract that actually does this, plus some kind of UI that works, I think that's definitely doable. I would say even within far less than 5 weeks. So I think once we have that proof of concept working, any improvement would be great. I mean, making a good looking app, putting it on the app stores, that's even better. How am I going to impress the judges? Well, judges, do you like junk mail? Nobody likes junk mail. Here's your solution. So yeah, I think I've already said what we're building, but I'll say it again. What we're building is a new kind of advertising method, which respects the advertisee, which puts the advertisee in control and helps save the environment by preventing junk mail in your mailbox. Now, the team. I'm really a sort of a designer. Okay, I've come up with a pretty cool mock-up of the app, which I'm pretty proud of. I need the people to help me get this thing going. There are people around here and there that are, working full time, and they might have a little bit of time, but I want somebody who can spend 8 hours a day on this for the hackathon. Hopefully, we can get this far better than the expectations that I've already said. I think it's doable. I think it's realistic to put it on both the App Store. One of the two big app stores, either iOS or Android. I think that's doable. I would say web. I think it should be an app. I think it should be a native app, because you want the cool gamification kind of feel to it. You don't want something that you gotta wait for, and something you gotta work at for getting it to work. You want it to be as good as Tinder. And should I show you the mock-ups? Let me start by let's pause for a second. Okay, obviously we're gonna need some solidity skills for the Ethereum contract. I have somebody who, again, can do it part-time, but if anybody can do it full-time or more than part-time, that would be great. I'd like to start with the app for iOS. And I'd like to maybe get a Swift guy. That would be the optimal. And obviously we're going to need the backend. That can be, I'd like Node.js backend, but that is open for suggestion. I mean, you know, anything goes. And let's do, let me just show you the pictures. Okay, so these are the mailboxes which I mentioned with the stickers on them in Holland. Okay, as you can see, yes, no on some of these, and yes, yeah, and yes, no, and no, no on some of them. Some of them are blank, which means that, which is equivalent to yes, yes. And okay, there's Tinder for local advertisers. Okay, so you get, say, the restaurant. You can tap yes or no. You get the number here, which indicates how much you're going to be earning if you do accept this ad, and a list of advertisers which are available in your area. Okay, if this is relevant, I can send you these pictures, you know, digitally. I'm calling this PREZZO. That means price in Italian. It's sort of, I stumbled upon that word and I thought it, wow, perfect fit for this kind of app. So, and with an Italian accent, so PREZZO, that's the app.